Hey, what's happening, guys? In a recent interview with the ComicZone.net, Marton Csokas, who played Dr. Kafka in The Amazing Spider-Man 2, who presumably is now dead, tells that he certainly would like to be back in the Sinister 6 Spider-Man spin-off film, as well as he explains that there's a lot more about his character than we've actually seen in The Amazing Spider-Man 2. The Sinister 6, which is set to be released on November 11th, 2016, is the next installment in Mark Webb's Spider-Man franchise, and it's all about the villains teaming up for one particular goal. So far, we don't know any details about the plot, same goes for the casting, we don't know who will play who, but the pre-production stage of the Sinister 6 is supposed to start very soon, and that's when we will get plenty of news. Dr. Kafka was definitely quite an interesting character in the film. First of all, of course, Dr. Kafka is actually a woman, her name is Ashley Kafka, but in the film version he was of course a guy, and quite a creepy one. There are many opinions and reactions to his character in The Amazing Spider-Man 2. To me he was kinda creepy and very odd, and his accent, well yeah, who would talk about accent? His accent was quite hilarious. At some point Harry Osborn breaks into the Ravencroft prison, he frees Electro, and then we see Kafka basically going down there to the boiling water, and presumably he dies there. Now about his possible return on the Sinister 6 and what he thinks about it, Martin said, quote, "Well, it's news to me, but I'm all up for that. I had a great experience on this set with Mark Webb. I had a great time, but we shot about 30% more. I haven't seen it yet because I understand that there are only 2 scenes and I had such a lovely time making it. And I don't want to go in and go, oh yeah, but what about all that beautiful stuff we did?" And once again we get to know that there were plenty of more stuff that was supposed to be in The Amazing Spider-Man 2, but during the last couple of weeks a lot of stuff was actually cut. Same thing was said by Andrew Garfield, who actually blamed the studio for cutting so much important stuff, which in his opinion would make film a lot better. Now of course the reason Dr. Kafka might actually return in the Sinister 6, and it makes sense because Ashley Kafka, she actually worked in the Ravencroft prison, and one of the former Ravencroft prisoners were such characters as Carnage, Cletus Cassidy, Doc Ock, and many more. So it makes sense for Dr. Kafka to return in the Sinister 6, since he is the guy who has a high position in the Ravencroft Institute, and Ravencroft prison no doubtly will play a huge role in the Sinister 6. I mean, that's where all the villains come from. Here's what Martin said about his character and what role it was supposed to be originally, quote, "It wasn't a huge role in the first instance, but there was a beginning, middle and end, and we improvised a lot, walking down corridors and such. It was so much fun. There was some black comedy there that I was allowed to do. I was thinking somebody was going to tap me on the shoulder and go, 'You need to rein it in.' But on the contrary, he said, 'Yeah, keep going, keep going.' So I had nothing but a good time and that humor. I hope that's true." Well, keep going, that's pretty much describes Dr. Kafka's character in The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Some people, a lot, actually think that he overacted big time and his scene was truly ridiculous, but then again, you know, that's the type of character they created, and at least it's original. And finally he added his own description about his character, quote, "I had a great time with him, he was dark and comedic, it's very much the comic book character, and with the makeup I was able to get into the silent comedy and all the Murnau films, Nosferatu being one of them." Now tell me what you guys think, Dr. Kafka, in your opinion. Did you enjoy Marton Csokas' performance and his Dr. Kafka? Of course it's a guy, not a woman, and do you actually believe that he will be back in the Sinister 6? Technically he should be back, and really we haven't seen him die, we just seen him going down there, boiling water in the Electro's containment cell, being attached to it, but we haven't seen him die. Same goes for actually Donald Malkin, we just seen Goblin threw him down there, but we don't see him actually die. So 2 of these characters definitely can be back, and since I'm one of the few guys who still believes that Donald Malkin might be actually Adrian Toomes, it's just his alias and he will return as Vulture, yeah, I do believe that Dr. Kafka might actually be back. Check out the full interview down below, let me know what you guys think, and I'm out for now.